Hey, members and patrons, I just wanted to record this little behind the scenes update before the end of the month, as I usually do. And as you can see, I'm in a new location from where I usually shoot these. So I'm using my webcam, which is just my regular camera, but I've also got my streaming microphone, my Shure MV7. And I'm not sure why I don't do this more often, because I like to shoot these videos in one take, because I just want to give you my unfiltered thoughts on the issues. No, I'm just kidding. I just like to shoot these in one take. And if you've been following this channel for a long time, you may remember from way back in the day, my Animator Kid days, before this channel was called OrangeRiver, I used to do these kinds of vlogs way more often. Uh, Not monthly, but like definitely a few times a year. And so I'm actually doing these a little bit more often than I used to. But these videos are a little bit more professional, a little bit more polished, even though there's fewer cuts. But I'm not going to add any bouncy music in the background because, it's just us and we're talking, and that's okay. But anyway, to get onto the substance of what I wanted to talk about in this little update vlog, I've recorded like multiple takes of this already because I'm trying not to like reiterate every single talking point that I mention in the community tab post and the post on Patreon that I just made today from when I'm recording this about why I am only uploading 2 video essays in October, or why I only have 2 video essays ready to release in October. So just to reiterate that a little bit, so I have had recently some equipment failures, which if you have a weekly schedule like mine, like that's not an option. Like that's not good. You can't have that. But I've had this Shure, or not Shure, Sennheiser lavalier microphone set for almost 2 years. Wireless, so there's like a wireless receiver, wireless transmitter, and I have this adapter that plugs into my camera, and it's gone bad. And so 2 videos that I've shot recently, the audio tracks have become almost completely unusable. I have, however, been able to salvage them through some post processing, so I didn't have to reshoot uh, anything yet, or I haven't had to reshoot anything for those videos. Thank goodness. I don't like reshooting large portions or even small portions of my videos because I have all my ad libs, right, that I insert, and I just don't know if I could recreate that. If I were, in fact, I'm sure I couldn't recreate that if I were just reading the script, from start to finish again. But luckily, I haven't had to reshoot anything. But I have. This has put me behind schedule because I've had to take, days that I would normally spend actually editing to address the audio issue. And yeah, so there's that. There's also the fact that I just took a week's vacation. And when I say vacation, I mean the first out of town vacation that I've had since 2019, because we kind of just had a global coronavirus pandemic. So you can understand why I might not have left my city in 3 years. But that was much needed. But at the same time, it also put me behind because I couldn't edit. I didn't have access to my. That's an unfortunate trip up that I just had there. I didn't have access to my desktop to edit, and that was calculated. Like I knew that was going to happen, but it still has put me behind, and so I only have 2 video essays ready in October, or ready for October. Now, I do have a backup plan. I have some more gaming compilations, or at least one that I'm going to release this month. And that's something that I'm going to have to continue to do every now and then, just different, drop different compilations every now and then, because my videos are getting complex enough that I can't have 4 or 5 high quality, unique video essays ready each month, not without an editor. And that's just something that I don't see happening anytime soon for a number of reasons. But yeah, the two essays that I do have ready for October are Trill and Terran Starships, as you probably saw on the post that I made. And yeah, I did just post the rough cut for commanding officers and above of Hirogen. I don't like to do more than one um, Star Trek alien in the same month. I'm having to space these things out because I'm having to get ahead of schedule again, or get back on schedule. And it just so happens that this is how things have worked out. But um, yeah, that's me reiterating basically what I talked about in the post that I made earlier. What else is there that I wanted to talk about? So I'm pretty excited because Hirogen is coming out in November, I think, and so I'm moving on to my November videos, and I am finally getting around to talking about my favorite Mass Effect aliens, the Quarians, and I'm also talking about Geth as well. So in the same month, so those are like part one and part two to each other, and I have a lot of extra gameplay footage that I have to record for those videos over the next like week and a half, if not more. That and also like the I have to record for one of the other special gaming surprises that I have planned. Um, but yeah, that's going to take up quite a bit of time. It's a big task, but I'm looking forward to it because it means that I'm going to get to play video games. And then also, I have a script for replicators that I'd like to shoot soon as well. So those are my November videos. Um, I am going to try and have something ready each Friday for the remainder of the year, and hopefully beyond indefinitely. But we'll see. We'll see how things progress. Um, but yeah, that's really all that I wanted to share with you guys. I want to thank you once again for everything that you do to support the channel, and yeah, that's really it. So I hope you're all looking forward to it. As far as my December stuff, that's still kind of up in the air. I do have a pretty good idea of what I want to do in December, and my Expanse video is probably going to be a part of that. Everything else is still getting solidified. I might do some extra bonus streams here and there, but I might not. I'm not sure. But suffice it to say, I'm going to try and have something ready. It's just, every Friday. It's just that I have to pace myself such that I have only 2 video essays ready in October, but that's why. So I hope you guys understand, because there's not really much I can do about it without compromising quality. I want to, not fall into the trap of prioritizing quantity over quality. And I'm already kind of pushing the limits of that with the weekly schedule. But anyway, that's perhaps a conversation to be expounded upon even more another time. And hopefully this is the last take of this that I'll have to record. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.